Well, we lost about 7 or 8 minutes of recording there because, along with other incompetencies, this Samsung S4 decided to stop recording, which has been happening frequently. And I don't know if it's because of the fact that it's overheating, overloading. It will stop if it's overloading, or rather overheating, or whether I just happened to punch a wrong button, because they have buttons lined up all along the side here, up on top and on the bottom, and if you happen to push one inadvertently without knowing it or getting any kind of a warning, your shall we say, quote, keep you out of jail, unquote, video of an atrocious situation that's happened, and you're memorializing it on video, all of a sudden you don't have the video. Read my lips. All right, getting back. I'm kind of still worked up. It's now 11:30, and I've done other things in between. Well, we don't have to get into that. The whole reason for bringing this up was to talk about this clip and get a close-up of it. Notice how easy it is to raise the door. I can do it with one finger. Enough said. Plus, it doesn't really latch unless you tuck it inside this lip here. Now, is that supposed to be what would be called decisive action or a decisive product feature? Well, this is what locks it. Here's your lock. I don't think so. Because any mouse that's smart enough to stick their nose in here from the other side, protrude through here, and then notice the widening of the bars. This is a wild mouse, medium size, by the way. This is not a tiny mouse. I forget what they're called. It's not a large pet shop mouse, medium size. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll get a shot somewhere of one of these mice with a ruler in the cage, just so that we can make the point. So what I was saying is, mouse smart enough to get this far out, which, again, I saw with my own eyes as I was sitting on the couch, absolutely flabbergasted and unable to really process the information. I just sat there half asleep, shaking my head, after on the hands and knees with a flashlight, looking in the house this way. You know, we got one in the house, one on the wheel, and no Paco. So here's Lucky that I was explaining, halfway out, and me having to give him a bit of a tap, whack him back in again. Otherwise, we would only have 1 out of 3 mice instead of 2, mince in 1. 2 mice for all that work, including this. Standard, ordinary clothespin, colored to match the decor, since aesthetics is important. This cage itself is aesthetically very, very nice. And as I pointed out, I think restoring the house to its original position here with the screw in the back to keep it from falling, very, very smart. They stopped right before it's frankly called, you know what, interruptus. You stop before you're able to claim victory. It's like quitting before the miracle, right? Why? Pernicious pursuit of profit. You won't be able to see me, but I'm going to get in the frame here behind the cage. Read my lips. Pernicious pursuit of profit, guys. Triple P. P. And we won't go any farther with that one. But I lift my leg on it. Alright, enough said. So once this is properly in place, in its, quote, locked and secure position, which it ain't, not, thanks Mike Myers and Dana Carvey, we put the clothespin that has been modified and sprayed with clear plastic to preserve the finish, and push it down. Now in this position here, I wanted to point out, a very clever mouse can still lift it up by applying the considerable amount of heft that they have. They're amazing creatures. But if you put it in this position and then quote-unquote lock it in that position, it's not going anywhere. You may want to raise up a little bit, as you noticed. See, it pops up a little, but from that position, it's not. Notice the distension factor here. No mouse is going to be able to get out that way. So you lock it. Safe harbor, at least for the mousekeeper, which rhymes with housekeeper. And since I've talked for what was probably 11 or 12 minutes before, it hasn't been that long. I don't remember what I might have left out this time, and that was because I was ranting, or because of the condition that I ranted about concerning the phone stopping on its own. Stephen King, you were right. The machines are just waiting outside the coffee shop or the diner or the little restaurant out in the clearing, so that they can prevail. Still recording? Oh, that's just Ducky.